how parents can really approach this topic of protests and everything with their kids.
And Fox 12's Haley Rush spoke with a child psychologist today and has some tips on how to deal with these tough conversations.
Well, like you said, it isn't always an easy conversation, but a child psychologist I spoke with tonight says the sooner you have it, the better. With everything from COVID-19 to protests, riots, and race, it's important to have open conversations with your children, according to a licensed child psychologist at Randall Children's Hospital, Stacey Berry.
There are a lot of things going on in our world right now, both locally and nationally, and it is really important for families and children within those families to feel comfortable to talk with their family members about the things that are going on.
Berry says sometimes parents believe if they don't talk about it, maybe a child won't worry about it. But she says that's actually not the case.
A lot of times children are picking up on things, they're hearing things that are stressful and make them worry. And sometimes children don't show that worry in ways that are recognizable.
So how do you talk with your kids? Berry says telling them what you're worried about is a good start.
Allow that conversation to happen, because if you allow that conversation to happen, then children will gain insight into their worries. They will realize, oh, I actually am kind of worried about this. And then they will have an avenue to actually cope with that a little bit better through conversation with a trusted individual in their family.
If you have multiple kids, Berry suggests having separate conversations with each one, because a 16-year-old has different worries than, say, a 6-year-old.
I think that tailoring those conversations is going to be really important within families and giving each child a different space to talk about it, because what one child might be concerned about may not be something that another child is concerned about.
Berry says all of this can help give kids an outlet and decompress.
What happens if we don't start those conversations is children can actually internalize those emotions. And what happens when children internalize those emotions is they can start coming out in other ways.
Again, Berry does recommend starting these conversations early. Believe it or not, she says often a 3-year-old can begin to talk about and understand emotions. Reporting live, Haley Rush, Fox 12 Oregon.